Very
As the crazy
simple
market
supply and
unwinds,
demand issue. There are just not enough homes for the amount of buyers that we have in the area, especially in the Katy area. Now, we have tons of new construction projects and more so in the horizon. But there's just simply not enough. We have a very large amount of people moving in from the top five states are California, New York, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, and Michigan are close in fifth place, and honorable mention in sixth place is Wisconsin. So even before the pandemic, you were seeing a pretty large migration from those last three, and that's still pretty consistent. The numbers are slightly higher, but you were still seeing that, but that's because of a warmer climate that we have down here. And I've actually had the privilege of helping clients from all of those states actually. But the top four are basically because of economic reasons. People have discovered that you can actually work from home more. So with that amount of people coming in all at once, housing cannot absorb all the buyers at once. So when you don't have enough homes for all these people, then the little bit of homes that you do have available become that much more valuable. So you want to sell your home, but you're worried about what the value of the next one is going to be, that you might be overpaying. Let's talk about it. So the recent studies are looking deep into this supply and demand issue that we're having are saying that in the next 4 to 5 years, we're still not going to be able to meet the demands of buyers, and this is nationwide. So that's a good thing for you as a homeowner. If you go to sell, that means that your home, if it comes to the market, is very valuable because there's just not that many of them and many more buyers than there are homes. However, then the question becomes, okay, Jorge, if I go to sell my house, what happens when I buy? Well, it's very simple. You can either buy a new construction home, get that process started before you actually even sell your home, or you can purchase a resale home, jump into the buyer's end of things with quite a bit of equity in your pocket after selling your home, all while selling it at the same time. It could happen. You could do that. But then the concern really becomes from sellers is, okay, well, am I going to go kind of like out of the frying pan and into the oven? Like what kind of values am I going to see for the properties that I'm going to be able to purchase? Again, what the experts are saying is that if we still have a runway of another 4 to 5 years of appreciation and growth, even if things stabilize, that's stabilization is temporary until we continue to see much more appreciation later down the road. Now, is it going to be is it going to have as much gasoline as the appreciation we're seeing now? Probably not. But you're still, it's, think of it as a high interest earning savings account. You're putting your down payment in there on that second home, and that money is going to, in theory, grow. But that's essentially the real estate game, and that's the way it's been played since it started. It says it's been played. Let me give you one last tip on buying a home, and if this is not the one that's going to do it for you, then there's not much that I'm going to be able to do for you. You've heard of inflation, right? So there's a rate at which the value of the dollar or whatever currency you're looking at versus the cost of the goods, it kind of just disappears, right? So it used to be you could buy a can of Coke for 25 cents. Now it's 75 cents, right? So now the cost of everything goes up, therefore making the value of that currency go down. So what you would do is, instead of buying cans of Coke, buying fancy cars, buying jewelry, is you would put your money into assets, or you would put them into investments that actually help your money grow. No better investment, and I know I'm gonna get flack for this one, but there's no better investment than real estate. You just have to find the right real estate that can outperform some of the other investment vehicles that are out there. And believe me, there's plenty of good investment vehicles, assets that you can invest into that are can be better than a home. However, if you buy right, if you do your research and you think about the future, your personal residence or a secondary investment home is the number one asset to buy.